Hey, what is up, guys? Now I'm here to review Boku no Hero Academia episode 278. Midnight made a noble sacrifice. And Class 1A and Class 1B actually came together, and all of them are trying to stop Gigantomachia. If you had told me that before, that they would be the one to try to actually stop Gigantomachia, I'd have thought you were crazy. So Miss Earphone Jack actually detected him really coming very fast, with her quirk. Now, she actually said to Ochaka, hey, what happened to the heroes? Gigantomachia actually rushed through the heroes like, that Mount Lady is actually fighting her and so on. Fighting him, sorry. Mount Lady was actually trying to fight him. He's bigger than her and running, he's charging, dragging her along the ground. Like, they actually brought the heroes along. I mean, there are like two tired pro heroes with Class 1A and Class 1B, but those pro heroes are actually worrying about the class, but they should have faith in them. Like when they're on the field already, they should actually have faith in them. Like Gigantomachia is charging and coming very, very fast. He actually took up some of the League of Villains some from under the ground and the rest of them along the way and put it on his back. Along his back. He actually woke up. And then what Shigaraki said to him in order to wake him up is, it's time to destroy it all. So we don't really know exactly what he means by that, but he's charging very fast and he woke up prematurely too. So yeah, because the rest of the league didn't know that he was supposed to actually wake up at that time because they were saying it. You get me? They're trying to attack him, but they can't actually break through his skin. The heroes that are attacking him, support lady, are like, it's no use. They can't break through his skin. And there's this ice guy there trying to fight as well too. League of Legends actually showed their selves, but they're on the back bottom, but they haven't really shown themselves as yet. Now you have Cementos, like he's saying you should be putting your own necks on the line. You get me? Whenever they're fighting, you should be putting your own necks on the line. So he's making cement walls trying to stop Gigantomachia, but it's kinda useless. This is the first time I'm seeing him this worked up. You get me? So you have Cementos fighting D10. That's how you name it? Yeah, D10. So this is fighting him as well. You get me? So Headshot is like he's saying that something is really unpleasant, like when the pro hero actually fighting him as well. Like me, Deathstroke cannot be knocked out by Deadshot like that so easily. Like you remember the fight that they had before? So the two of them are like they're like opposing powers. One can't overcome the other. One is believing that the other one is very unpleasant, like his attacks and so on, but he can't actually take him down. You get me? They're fighting him, all of them. Like the Paranormal Liberation Front is being formed by the two parties right now, the League of Villains and the other persons who make up the Paranormal Liberation Front. You get me? So what Midnight actually tries to do, she tries to actually goes into Gigantomachia's face to actually putting him to sleep. She has a power where she rips off her clothes, and then that perfume, it's not really perfume, but that aroma that comes out, it puts him to sleep. So she wanted to be close to him. She needed to be close to him in order to actually put him to sleep, but she was knocked back. You get me? She was knocked back and she couldn't actually get up back in order to go in his face to put him out. If she was actually where Shigaraki was, I believe that she could have used her power to help put him to sleep. Like when they're erasing his quirk and everything, I believe that she could have actually gotten him to sleep with that quirk, and they could have actually used the opportunity to capture him. Maybe it would work, maybe it wouldn't work, maybe not. No. So yeah, the pro heroes are following back Gigantomachia's liberation shoulders. This is the beginning of the revolution, guys. You get me? Wow. So Mount Ladies, so like she got hit by Gigantomachia right across the field, like she just got knocked whoosh right on her head top to she's crushing trees, going right, like she's putting herself on the line there. Her body is giving out, and like she's just fighting this big giant monster. He just threw her off. Flung her away. She's just a big woman and she's just getting knocked around by this giant rock monster. You get me? He was immobile before, but now he's actually moving and moving strong, moving fast, and he's that big and he's moving that fast too. God. You know, Dabi actually released some fire as well too, and that caught up some of the pro heroes, but it didn't. I don't think it killed anyone. And she's going right back into the fray, trying to actually stop Gigantomachia. That's Mount Lady. Yeah, she's actually trying to do that and getting hit around. You get me? Takayama was hit with fire, hit out by Gigantomachia. Now Midnight is saying don't lose focus. There's a chance that they failed at Jakku. Get me? Where the other pro heroes are. If that guy makes it to the city, it'll be an unparalleled disaster. He's a walking disaster, Gigantomachia. They says that they can't actually stop him with force. You get me? That's when actually Midnight would try to go into his face, but nah, that didn't work. Dabi used the wall of fire to stop her, but then she was saved. You get me? That's when she actually knew that the League of Villains was actually on his back. That's the time when she knew that the League of Villains was on his back. But she was protected by a wall of blocks. You get me? And then, but then that's when she was knocked away as well. That being said, don't take those heroes so lightly. She's not down. A quirk that can stop that thing. Maybe Majestic. No, that thing is too big. You get me? That's what Midnight is actually saying. This is really pathetic as me. So she calling Creaty, the hero Creaty. You there, Creaty? Miss Midnight. This is what they were saying now. Do you understand the situation? Yes, thanks to Jiro's hearing and Shoujo's eyes. So she was using Jiro's hearing to judge how far Gigantomachia was, and Shoujo's eyes to tell how far he was. Because he's a giant monster. That's what they're actually thinking. That's how she actually got to know that he was where he was. He threw Mount Lady. You get me? A correspondence with Midnight. That's what they're actually saying. The class 1A and class 1B, they're saying that Creaty is talking with her. Now back to Midnight. We can't stop him with force, so you'll need to put him to sleep. This is the part where I was talking to you about in the introduction, guys. How Creaty would actually become a hero. She doesn't want to turn her back to the enemy. That's what she said in the end of the chapter. So she's charged with creating anesthetic. That anesthetic she creates with her creation quirk, and she's like undecisive. She doesn't know what to do because it's actually illegal to create that stuff. You get me? But in this situation, this hopeless situation, she has to do something, and I don't think anyone would have stopped her from, would have actually penalized her later on for saving thousands of lives, maybe all the lives. You know, because if Gigantomachia makes it to where Shigaraki is, they're done. They have to stop him here. So she's being charged creating that anesthetic to put him to sleep. So I don't know exactly how she's gonna do it. But yeah, I don't know exactly how she's gonna do it. But yeah, she creates those canisters, and when she creates those canisters, she gives it to her classmates, and she says that right now we are heroes, and she did not grow up to actually turn her back on an enemy. Now, in all of this, Miss Midnight was actually talking on the phone and distracted, and there is an enemy behind her. It cuts off screen. We don't like. She doesn't respond or anything. We don't know if she's dead or not. But yeah, you get me? She left it to Yamamo. She believed that Yamamo would be a hero that would actually surpass most of the other heroes, and she'll be a fine leader later on. So after Momo created the canisters of anesthetic, I believe, with her power, she's judging how far he is with Miss Earphone's Jack ears and also Socho's eyes. I can actually see him coming, and they're saying that he's around 10 seconds away. So he's around 10 seconds away. So you might want to speed it up. So that was what was really happening right there. So yeah, she gathers her courage, and then she said, "Earphone Jack, 10 coal. Using your hearing, determine the time it'll take him to get here and the path he'll use, exactly what path he'll use. So they need to intercept him to actually stop him as well. Everyone, hurry and get ready." No way, I can already see him, you know? That's Miss actually Earphone Jack, and she's supposed to be hearing him, but she can actually see him. He's a massive giant, so measuring with your eyes is fine as well. Mudman, please lend me your powers. He's fast. It won't even take 10 seconds for him to reach here. And with all of this, you know, like Miss Mount Lady, she's actually holding on to him, and she's tied on to him. with her boyfriend's quirk, and she's holding on to him as well, and she's saying, she's making jokes, she's cracking jokes, she's saying this is the first time she's been so clingy with a guy since middle school, but she's slowing him down. If she wasn't slowing him down, maybe Gigantomachia would have already reached there and they wouldn't have at the time, but yeah. So she's saying now that's crazy, Yamamoto, she's saying this is our domain. When we don these costumes and step outside, we're heroes. So yeah, she can use her creation powers to create a lot of things, and I believe that maybe she can even create an anesthetic cannon, launch some of the heroes, ones who can protect themselves with hardening quirks and so on, launching into Gigantomachia's face while they throw the canisters inside his mouth. Maybe it's gas that's gonna spread, that's gonna put all of them to sleep, like the League of Enemies on his back too. You can't just put Gigantomachia to sleep and that's it. I just really hope this works. I don't know how they're gonna stop Gigantomachia, but this is gonna be a real hard task. Guys, thank you for tuning in. Remember to like, subscribe, and check out my videos. I put out videos every other day. Thank you so much for all your support. Remember to like, share, and share your comment below. Tell me what you think. Tell me how you think they are going to actually stop Gigantomachia, because they have to stop him here and now, or it's gonna be a disaster. He's a walking disaster. Thank you.